Hello, my name is Creostix, and let's continue our investigations and such from this should be from the beginning of the yes, good. Let's roll. Also, I can't do voices. I can do my voice and that's it. So bring, and beep, and just we'll have to work with that. It'll sound weird if I try to do voices. It's just gonna go, yeah. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know, you want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. Ah, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers, I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m., Fay & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho, you are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho. My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08, Fay & Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Actually, a minor point, I'm sometimes a bit put off by the cases where you do see who killed the person in the beginning. It's like, well, I mean, I realize it might not always be the focus to try to uncover the person, but it's like, it would add more mystery if we didn't know, but oh well. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. that smell? Blood. Oh dear. Sis? Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Hi, Maya. Who are you? Oh, well. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Man, that's a rough sight, because she was such a fun character in the beginning, and like, or like a soothing presence, and like, holy crap, that just gets me, man. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. That's rough. Holy moly. Chief. Okay, well, let's examine the crime scene. And so, yeah, I have gone through this on the 3DS, but I don't remember, like, how and specifics, so it's gonna be interesting to me too again. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon. I'm wondering... it's... Because I could put the face cam on the lower left. And maybe... Because then I wouldn't be obscuring the evidence picture part if I maybe just... Is that good? Like, now I'm not obscuring any text, and I'm not obscuring the evidence thing on the... I like it. Let's try this one for size for now. The thinker added to the court record. The murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock made by Larry Butts. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be the pieces of glass light stand. Must be the pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. The broken remains of a glass light stand, broken beyond all recognition. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. A department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. Well, let's go for the... Let's see here. That's the... I saw a phone. Phone. Right. I'd better call the police. Huh? That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone's halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Right. So... The Fay & Co. ledger book. Everything is written in Chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. important detail while your, chief is lying. Oh, sorry. Get that one. A perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Sure. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Well, good on her. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Let's see here. Slide. There's a large building right across from the office, the Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again. It's painful to look, but I have to for Mia's sake. Looks like she was hit in the head with a blunt weapon. I think we mentioned this already, but it wasn't checked out or checkmarked yet. Okay, so... and same thing. Yeah, okay. Cool. I think we're just about done in this slide. Okay. Cool beans. Move to the, that girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Hi. Yipes. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Fey. Maya Fey. Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. There you go. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name! Why? Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would Sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya. Wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me? Eek. This word Maya here mean anything to you? Did I give him the receipt? Huh, interesting. Or did I just look at it and I made a note in my... Sure, maybe. That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her drying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed. You're coming down the precinct, ma'am. Intense. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center visitors room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Well, I'm gonna say of course I will. I mean, I suppose it would be up to her, but I will unless she, objects. So, yes. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it? No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her? Did I look at her like that? Damn, that's a sad sight. Like, jeez. It really goes for the feels here. I'm just... No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Oh, hi, Tarl. Well, feelings sometimes happen spontaneously, even though one always thinks one doesn't have them, especially a really weird shadow person from Finland doesn't have them, but I sometimes kind of have them, so yes, that's my rebuttal, yes. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha, so he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Ha, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Thanks. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia... I know. Okay, go for it. Let's talk. Maya, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training. Spirit medium. I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. The day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right, she said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. Cool, your cell phone. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Maya's memo, a conversation I had with my sister, is recorded on my cell phone. Cool. Day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Wait. Wasn't... Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the finger clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. That kind of, not too serious, I suppose. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 a.m. or p.m. p.m. I suppose. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. I'm leveling with you. I've never really fully understood what defines as weeb, but I don't know. I like the Ace Attorney games, so I suppose does that count? Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been sensitive to the spirit world. Thanks, Bjorn. Wait a second, you said the Fae family. So Mia was into this stuff too, of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, as she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her. Huh? I'm sorry. I'm still in training. Oh, and hi, Wade. Thanks for joining. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Something the matter? I would... Ooh, thanks for the follow! And thanks for the compliment. I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? Well, sure. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Cool. So, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Cool. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Right. Let's see. Oops, sorry. No, oop, again. There. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Okay. So... I think I'm done here then. So... let's just check back here for just a hot second. September 6th, Fay & Co. Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. I know you from somewhere. Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't ya? No. Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Ah, guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... He was Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe. Right. At your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Cool, let's have a talk about Mia. I should probably go for the funny answers as well. Like, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Flitchard, for that. About Miss Fay, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Time of death 9/5 at 9 PM. Caused single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Okay, let's talk about Maya. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Let's talk about Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Well, I mean, me personally, I know who he is, and in the lore, I'm under the understanding that Phoenix would know who he is, but let's, for the sake of just playing dumb, let's say no. Ha, yes. Of course not. Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says it's genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. I didn't know Phoenix would say I'm playing dumb. That was a lucky or unlucky coincidence that I just said play. Yes. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Cool. You wouldn't happen to want to know about Maya's memo with the cell phone and stuff? I was wondering, did you see Maya Fay's cell phone? Oh, that. I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Straight or not so straight? I would have to imagine I will get all the... Not. Let's go not. Let's go the assumed funny route. Yes. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy, but what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh, no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. It says, the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. Can't remember how words work. The Steel Samurai, that action hero on TV? Yeah, you see that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. That what she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Maya's cell phone received holds a conversation between Chief and Maya. Cool. Check the call record to hear the recorded conversation. Let's. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Actually, something I want you to hold on for me. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. And I should probably tell you it isn't working right now. That's the same thing we. I like Gumshoe as well. I mean, he's a lovable buffoon. Is a very good description. Yes, I like him a lot. Yes, very true. I'll leave that one up to your imagination. See you tonight at 9. This is basically the same thing we saw at the intro, so it's... yeah. Cool. Thank you for that. And let's roll, I think. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you told me her name, so... I didn't know! Miss May. Well, apparently me and Phoenix are on the same wavelength of thought here. So you sent her home already then? Aha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. Shows she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Cool. Gatewater Hotel. Damn straight, Fletchard. Damn straight. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee? Oh boy. Memo to self, thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Let's see here. Oh. The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. A simple bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. The flowers are fake as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching! That's a nasty twitch she has going on there. Ugh. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Well, apart from the screwdriver. Let's have a talk about what you saw. Do you think you could tell me something? I needed to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observe, incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing. What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Well, let's talk about you. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. Teehee, you know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? We're lucky she isn't reporting us to the police. We just tried to violate police censure. My memory suggests Phoenix Wright does that, you know... The crime scenes are not exactly untouched after Phoenix goes through them, oftentimes, I find. So, other stuff is... Yes, in real life, most of the stuff Phoenix does would be obstruction of justice. That is very true, but also, on the other hand, in real life, at least in... I'm under the impression that in real life, if you want to... Well, I'm not really familiar with the exact specifics of how the Japanese court system works, but it is a little weird that they mostly seem to live in kinda, sorta, maybe-ish... like an America-Japan world where the burden of proof is always on the defense. Like, come on now! But again, it makes it a fun game, though, so good. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no, teehee, and you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh boy. This room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what an amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Do I have anything to show her? Like something that she would like really find all that interesting? I mean, I suppose I could try, like say, autopsy report, maybe? April May knows that she doesn't have to tell you anything. That's true. Excuse me, but I'm a witness, a police witness, you understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience, Me? The witness? It's just like in the movies. Yeah, she's not gonna help me. Good advice, because I don't remember these specifics, and it's like, just, it saves time to not, like, show every item, and yeah. Cool. So... I don't remember, but let's check the detention center to... Hi, hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. Well, I tried to, but he wasn't there. I made an effort. I didn't forget. Okay? Okay. I'd better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. Well, let's take the hint then and go again here. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha, so you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge of your on your collar. So you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why is this a strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. Well, you just said you weren't. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know that the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Well, first you tell me about your refusal, man. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Grumble. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave? Now. I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? I have more things to discuss, though, so the joke's on you, man. Mia. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion, never looked back, that one. Okay, what about that painting? That's quite a painting. Ahaha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. Settle down, man. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. Am I a special case? I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. I'm not buying. Jeez. Cool. So, I'll again try the autopsy just to, like, for the sake of. Oh, right. Present. Right. I keep forgetting the UI here. So, very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Cool. Thanks. Bye. So, detention center again? Okay. I do remember that whenever the dates thing happens, it means I've gone to a place to learn something new. So that's good. September 6, 3:42 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? I mean, the truth. Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You you don't mean he refused to help? Or I see. I've been abandoned then. Jeez, this like it's often a silly game, but man, it goes sad and fast. Whew. Your family. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know, so she could still be alive? Your mother. Yeah, let's just, easy questions, right? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her all by herself up on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir, everyone was talking about it apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought. The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name, my sister told me. White, Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m., time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I mean, I can't go home. That's a cruel option. I can't do that. Even if that doesn't actually happen, I can't bring myself to choose go home. I'm sorry. I have to choose defend Maya because come on. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, let's see here. Well, someone else is the culprit, but I also can't abandon you. No. I'm going with that. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Sniff? Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Cool. So, go check if we can look at the drawer? Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to the delivery room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest is Miss May is currently using the facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. When have I heard that name before? White. That was his name. My sister told me. Yes, I remember. It just happened. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Okay, so... Screwdriver. Go. The screwdriver is sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to the court record. There is definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still here? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Let's see, let's put a few different saves. Fair warning, I'm actually feeling a little under the weather and a bit queasy, so hopefully I'll get to finish this on this sitting, but I might have to call it the stream early if I start feeling even just more So fair warning, but luckily the game will let me save at almost any point, so it's not a big deal. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, hi, Beadora. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window, here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. I mean, it is a statue and a clock, so yeah. Floor plans added to the court record. The murder of scene, the Fay & Co. law offices. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Here we go. Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Ooh. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Here we go. Let's see. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Press. Hold it! Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. This sounds like a thing to press. Let's try. Hold it! Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that, me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, her clothing, yes, though. I think. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Ugh. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Here we go. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Yeah, I think it is, though. Yeah, I have a thought, and I have a vague memory as well about this specific one. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Look at the final statement. Okay, let's see here. Securing the suspect. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name, whereas... You. Death was instantaneous. Haha! That's the... yes. Here we go. When I played this on the 3DS, I often saved it just before presenting, but I feel confident, so let's just... Objection! Detective Gumshoe. Best answer is I'm a sham. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You said that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. Well, what? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Well, who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. Objection! Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? After, right, because the murder happened in the evening. I got it the day after from Gumshoe and during the day, yes. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor! Edgeworth, come on! Exactly, I was held late, yes, true. Edgeworth, you sneaky, you. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Why would you need to... Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. Yeah, like 2 autopsies in a rather straightforward murder case is like, Edgeworth, look. And yeah, fake autopsy, in other words, is, you know, it's not too far from the realm of possibility here, but... oh well, we'll just, yeah. We'll power through this. I received these results this morning. No way. Also, I would love to meet the pathologist who first says instantaneous and then, oh, could have been several minutes. Sure. It's probably one or the other. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. Edgeworth, you, Edgeworth. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. Me and Phoenix are again on the exact same wavelength here. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. Well, you call it Flitchard, so here we go. I'm a sham. Detective Gumshoe. Was I a fool to trust you and your report? Huh? Me? I wasn't, huh? Detective Gumshoe. Oh. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood, the court accepts the evidence. Updated. Died from a blow by a blunt object may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Sure, whatever you say. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Gumshoe gets an early yearly bonus of $5, no joke. Yeah, I remember him being like really poor and his cut gets paid a lot. It's like a lot of noodles goes into him, I hear. Because yeah, I've gone through all three games, Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, Miles Edgeworth Investigations 1, and oh, did I say it the other way around? That's my bad. My brain fart is going on here, and spirit of justice. But yeah, that's yes, the other way around. His pay gets cut a lot. Mind going places here. Yes, Edgeworth. Done. This isn't good. The prosecution would like, but good on you to notice because I would have just missed it and it would have come up like in an archive comment or something. So now I at least caught it thanks to you in time, Flitchard. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Ooh. Yeah, I do think April May is probably in none of those things. Witness your name. Witness your name, please. April May. At your service, Wink. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Ah, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5 when the murder occurred? Running gag is every witness refusing to give their name and occupation. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, and Beadora saw this on YouTube. Hey, but then you're not being spoiled of anything you don't know, so you're safe. So, sorta. Like, I was actually wondering if people would come to see this thing, because it's a story game, and maybe people don't want to get spoiled on story games. But I was like, well, I'm gonna try, because I really, really like Ace Attorney. I really like Ace Attorney so much. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5 when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room? I checked in right after lunch, and this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Here we go. Witness's account. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she got up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Okay. And thanks... Well, I mean, hearing my stories, it's it can get tough at places, but it's fun. This one needs impressing. Which way did Mia dodge? Well, Your Honor, I see. It's a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble with the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in her perfectly good testimonies... Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? You bet your sweet beard and your ass that I'm doing it, yes. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. That's true, Fletcher. Yeah, and uh, rather interestingly, one of the most annoying features in the game is the few cases, or in later games, I think, are the few cases where even pressing on the wrong stuff gets you penalties, which is sort of more, realistic in the sense that badgering isn't okay, but in the game sense, it's really annoying when you can't even press the wrong stuff. In some very rare spots. In like, I think Justice for All has that at least. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Here we go. It was like 9 at night. Looked at. Okay, let's see here. Let's find a spot. So I'm gonna press this one about dodging. Yes, let's go here. Hold it! She dodged? Dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Okay. That's it. Nothing really jumps out as contradiction. There's got to be something in there somewhere. Maybe I better just press on the facts a bit. Okay. Let's keep on putting the because I'm okay with finding the correct one because I don't remember, but it's fine. Okay, let's see here. So that wasn't it. Hold it! How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee. First of all, she had a girl's physique, and secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. I might as well question the testimony? I don't think I get penalties for that here. I hope. Hold on a minute. That testimony is maybe a little smoother. But yeah. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... I mean, they're both would technically fit here because she either saw nothing or is lying, but let's say lying because, I mean, she eventually saw at least something because she was in the window when I was in the room, so you're lying. Are you telling me the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Oh. That's a really, really short skirt, jeez. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. Testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed that way in the night of the murder. Yes, we do, actually. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rawr, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'll be a good girl, promise. Jeez, lady, just tone it down a bit, please. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Theodora, while that may or may not be the case, that's good thinking. Like, that's the sort of, like, you need to look for the logic, like, holes just in that way in this game. That's how, you eventually reach some conclusions here. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon, I saw it, I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think. How would you know that it's a clock? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you, Teehee? Yeah. How would she know it's a clock? It's a dude statue that's just like she lives next door and with how. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Let's roll. I wonder if I need to press it first. Let's press first. Hold it! Oh, a clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Okay, and thanks. Just present. Cool. Objection! Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? Lady, tone it down, please. Just a tiny... You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Mr. May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, Objection! The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. No, I goddamn won't. Objection! But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, one murderer, but that's details. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Well, because you wiretapped the phone. You bumbling you. The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. It's not that close, Edgeworth. Edgeworth, come on. Edgeworth, please. Edgeworth, please. Also true, we know the clock wasn't working that night. That's very true. That's completely true. She could have easily have heard the clock. No, she couldn't. Unless she was wiring the phone for a while. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... it couldn't have rung on the day of the murder. That's more yeah. Your Honor, members of the court, it's inconceivable that the clock in question rang. She took the clockwork out to put papers in. The murderer took the papers from the clock, ergo it's empty. Yes? Yes. That clock is missing its clockwork. Oh, sorry. How could you possibly... I'm too quick to answer, but I'll try to wait further in the Future, so sorry. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. We do. Indeed, have a phone message to back it up, and that's how we actually remember why it doesn't work. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Quite a show you've put up for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Ho, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is the conversation with the Maya and the chief. The phone will really stick edgy poo. Damn straight it will. Take that. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this is my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 AM. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I got to some... Haha, doesn't work. Oops, I forgot. Wink, because it was built by Larry. You lying pink lady, April, you. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. You're damn straight we have objections. We have a handful of objections here. Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before. But this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen this clock before. Well, I mean, it's the statue itself. It's made by Larry Butts. Take that. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible, everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not on sale today? Ooh. Well. What's it to you, Porcupine Head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Damn straight, Demon May. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Lady, tone everything down. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... I'm gonna say heard about it. Because we have no evidence to suggest that she ever held it, but she was wiretapping the place. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. Exactly, Flitchard, thank you. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Found in Miss May's hotel room, the wiretap. Boom. Take that. Have a look at this. That. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not? Objection! Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous that the defense truly claimed that the witness was tapping her phone. Yes! All the yes! Edgeworth, come on, man! Come on, man! Edgeworth, please! Edgeworth! Edgy, listen! Edge, please! Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Yes. Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... I'm gonna read it just to be sure, but I'm... There, yeah. Maya's cell phone. Yeah, Edgeworth, please, come on, man. I mean, I realize Edgeworth wants to win, but come on, man. Edgeworth, please. Edgeworth, just Edgeworth. Take that. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. And you're not gonna look at it again, Mr. Judge. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there is something I want you to hold on for me. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've been at this 5 minutes ago. And true. Stressed Edgeworth gets some really demonic shadows in the face. It's pretty interesting. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. What? That's how you know the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Objection! Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Doesn't she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Large. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that... Yes. Yes, you are, April. Yes, you are. In this instance, damn straight you are the bad girl. And a bad person on to like the main point, but yes. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Miss May. What is it, you little shrimp? Talk to me in that tone of voice, will ya? You killed her, didn't you? Well, let's go there, sure, but I don't think she did. Or I know she didn't, because we saw it in the beginning, so sorry. But she's very, very, you know, tangled up in this mess. Order, there will be order. What? How can you possibly say that? Are you mad? All I did was a little wiretapping. Oops. So you admit you tapped her phone. I mean, what else? We know she did. Like, we literally, like, we have enough evidence to prove that much. Ha 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 ha. But wait. I didn't do anything bad like murder. I'm a good girl. That's debatable, like beyond reason here. But let's just moving on. Really? Can you prove it? No way she can prove it. You think you're so smart, Mr. Lawyer, but I can prove it, and I will. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say, way! Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold? If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. I think I'm making this up. Ask the bellboy, Wing. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It is my greatest pleasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call bellboy, let's roll. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. Thank you, Fletcher. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. Objection! I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. You assume this why, Edgeworth? However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. and thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya May. Edgeworth, screw your face. You're really pushing weird agendas here. Like, okay, so this one other person happens to have an alibi, ergo the defendant has to be guilty, because yes. Dude, come, please. Yeah, I know, Edgeworth is anything to win here. Like, Edgeworth gets a lot more interesting later, but at this point, like, he's an ass. Like, just ass. An absolute ass. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Well, I suppose giving up is not the answer here, so, you know, I can't quite do that. So, I suppose we have no choice but to accept the condition, but I still say that is bullshit. Yes. Alright, I've got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. I didn't have options, you Edgeworth, you. Other than give up, which would be even worse. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready to witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I am happy to be of service. That tea sheet looks rather heavy, so without further ado... Tea set. The witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Here goes. Yeah, I don't like it too when there's no way there could have been a third part or answer. Yeah, that's many of the choices are non-consequential, but some are very consequential that can give penalties if you do a wrong choice. Like, I think later in either this one or the subsequent games, the details are fuzzy for me, but yeah. Miss May's room service. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gateway Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. Yeah, I was about to mention something about that face. Like, his eyes were not in the iced coffee, let's say that much. And his grin was not thinking of the iced coffee either. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Miss May's room service. Here you go. Press everything. Yeah. Here goes. Hold it! What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, I check out guests, I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. And... Hold it! Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... Moving on... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. Hold it! Oh, 9 on the dot, you say. Hot second. There we are. Batteries changed. Quick and everything. 9 on the dot, you say. Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and I wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Hold it! Precisely 9, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Hold it! You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It is an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guests favored me with an embrasser, sir. Embrasser? Is that a French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. Itchy nose. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? I could just give up. Let's protest. Wait, please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Objection! Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? And I noticed I will ask about bed making for comedy purposes. Bed making. Tell me about making beds that day. I was wondering what you were going to ask, but bed making a new low. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. The witness will answer the defense question. Yes, well, it was quite like any other day's bed making. I changed the sheets, the pillowcases, and then I proceeded to make the bed. I had to bring pillows for 2, of course, but they're quite light, you see. I see, thank you. Pillows for 2? Bellboy, what did you just say? Huh? Yes, pillows are light, sir. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? Objection! I object. That was objectionable. Edgeworth, we... ha 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 ha. We have you now. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof. Edgeworth, you everything to win a case, you immoral ass, you fool. We have busted Edgeworth, damn straight. I've done it, I've won. that expression, damn effing straight. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it is impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, who is this other person? Simple, it was... the man with Miss May. Damn straight, thank you, Richard. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor. It has been previously revealed Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. let's just bask in Edgeworth's expression here, just for just a long 2 seconds here. We have you now. We have you now. We have bested you on this occasion here, sir. Rah. You Edgeworth, you. One day we will learn that you are, in the end, you turn into a cool guy, but these days it's just ass. Too late? I suppose you'd like it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof. Ha ha ha. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Well, no, they are not, actually, but, thanks for reacting. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, gasp, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Sure. Court is adjourned. Ha! We survived today! Woo! September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, Haha. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. He was the prosecutor, just... Maya, please. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Not yet, I think, but... well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis? Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack and ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Yep, let's keep on going. I feel actually a bit better, and hopefully that'll keep on going. I'm hoping I'll get to do this in this one sitting, this one case. September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center, Visitors Room. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then, For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Yeah, I don't think she's gonna help, but I feel like talking these things through is like just I want to check mark the conversation just so I get everything in like for the lower reasons or such. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. The wiretap. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? When you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep? This woman is impossible to talk to. Your attitude. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Ooh, that does it. Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer? Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? There we go. So... why not both, really? That would fit. And that twitch is going places. That like eye twitch is like... You might want to, just try some, like, relaxation. Like, have you seen any Bob Ross videos? They're really relaxing, Yeah, let's go see, for example, indeed, Grossberg. Thank you for the tip there. September 7th, Grossberg Law Offices. Looks like Grossberg is out today, but the painting is gone. Again. Painting is gone. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Examine. Painting. Gone. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... Fisherman, sure. I couldn't remember, like... There was a dude sitting, but I didn't remember if he was fishing or... Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting, anyhow. Cool. There's also you. What's this? Old photos. There are 2 lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident, Exhibit A. DL6 Incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Go for it. Exhibit A. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no problem. It's just one little photo. Phoenix, that's stealing, but sure, fine. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Oh, I want the man's picture. That's true. A photo lies on the, and that's true. I didn't remember, but it is, I can't take both for reasons. Right. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch the one I took. Yeah, sure. Swap photos. I think I'll swap them. Photograph added to the court record. Cool. And I do remember that that's who the picture is from Fletcher, but just for the sake of like other viewers, try to not like do too like big spoilery things in just that's not a big spoiler, true, but like just in case like anyone else is watching who doesn't know the game, so yeah, it's okay, but like just a bit tone it down. Like it's cool, and try to be careful with the with those. Yeah, that's very true. I would find that out, yes. Interestingly, I took the photo, but still the photo is on the desk on the like it's here, but it's also on the desk, so sure. But okay, now let's take the photo, and I'll probably need to show it to the lady. You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When the skate is done, I'm shaving my head. No, you won't be shaving your head, but good of you to have thinking. So, present photo. Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times I'm not telling you. Ugh. Where did you... aha, a reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that was him, yeah, proof. Show me proof. I'm so close. Let's see. Do I? Yeah, I need something else, because otherwise that's not gonna... And there's nothing really to, that man. Well, I mean, I haven't check marked that, so I'm gonna check mark that just to be sure, because even if it... Like, I do remember it having two branches, technically, and, but as long as we get to the end, it's fine. So, about the man who stayed with you in your hotel room, can you tell me about him? Where is he? I'm not telling... Look, he's being accused of murder. I don't think you want to be protecting him. Would you have sold out the late Miss Fay to the cops? No. See? Damn. Maybe I had something to get her to talk. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need, because I think we've been through the wiretap thing quite a lot with her already. Oh, hi, Siwi. Remember who told us about that dude? Right, true. Let's go to the hotel and talk to the bellboy or something. September 7th, Gatewater, Hotel Room 303. Hi, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa. Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Well... Miss May. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her, she'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. The man with May. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry a scent of danger. Well, I mean, you are creepy, so danger in that sense, yes. Like really bad creepy. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. I super do. But I'll ask about the hotel just for covering my bases. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely, and on that subject I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle. The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? That's why I call him Psycho Bellboy. That's a very fair assessment, yes. Sounds great, whatever floats your tea set. Okay, present. Or present, whatever. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm not a detective, but I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. I don't know, but no, I don't. Again, me and Phoenix are just on lockstep here. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit, swearing that that's him? An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this. Sure, I'll take your stuff. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit. Sir, from henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write, man. Bellboy's affidavit describes the man who stayed with Miss May at the hotel on the night of the murder. If there ever was a murderer on that hotel, we know the butler did it. Yes, that's my first. Yes, my suspicion would immediately go to him for damn straight. Just like he would probably kill for just the advertisement if it came to that. Main suspect, damn straight. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Cool, let's go. Miss May, I have a thing to show you again. It's a piece of paper and everything. There you are. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Push her hard. Arr! I remember doing the easing her fears when I played this game the first time, like whenever I did on the 3DS. I really want to do the push her hard because it's a different. Yes, I'm gonna. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to a murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Ooh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, sorry. Tell me about the man you were with. Yeah, I do remember. Like, I remember some parts, and I remember the easing didn't work, and I had to get the information from somewhere else, which was then Grossberg. Yeah, that man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Red White? Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Okay. Cool! Move to Blue Corp. Yay! I'm blue. September 7th, Blue Corp Inc. CEO's office, and there's the painting. What's with the surreal decor? Fair enough, yeah. Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Yeah, Red White has some, yeah, we'll get around to that. Alright, Phoenix Wright, inquirably. Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp, you know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That is the only explanation for why you would come to me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Miss May. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them was not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Yeah, I've heard the word secretariat before. It's yeah, it's I do realize it's an actual job description. Yes. Night of the murder. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be able of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh ho 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 ho. The police, the courts. To me they are mere toys. Playthings for my amusement. Blue Corp. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are the company of the future. You might say we are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. Ah, in case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. You don't say. Red White of Blue Corp has founder and CEO named it so. And why would you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Yet you are wearing basically no blue. Well, a little bit of blue, but not a lot. Fantabulistic, is it not? That painting. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. When did you get it? Say when did you get that painting? No idea. I forgot. I've seen that painting before, yesterday, in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing, zilts, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger. What? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, huh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition, the police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand, it's a word it is a world beyond your compensation. I think you mean comprehension, but yeah. You came here for from Grody Burgers, I presume. Actually, directly no, but I have visited Mr. Grossberg as well, yes. Mr. Grossberg, yes. Well, then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go on now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Well. I can talk to Red again now. You mean Mr. Grossberg again now, right? That's what you mean, because I'm assuming that's what we're talking about here. Oh. But I've checked all of Red White's conversation things, though, so... And because he is Red White, yes? Or have I misremembered something? Oh well. Because... I mean, they are all checkmarked, but I'll say, for example, Night of Murder. Would you be kind enough to cease your inane chattering and vacate the premises? Let me put it in language you are sure to understand. Shut up and get out. I have nothing more to say. Okay, sure. Fine. He wants us to go, so let's go see Grossberg and ask him about the things, and then we'll probably come back then. Hi, Grossberg. Huh? Don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Jumping Jehoshaphat? Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. So, today's trial. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really, what was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. Okay, your refusal. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. Dude. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling and I know what it is. Mr. White. So I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... Well, all of those, really, but let's say, why wouldn't you defend Maya's That photo of Mr. White will probably get us somewhere here. A photo of Mr. White. Why would you have his photo, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, well, it's been a long time since then. I'll ask about the painting as well. Long time ago. Sorry, but I think not. I think you still have ties to Mr. White even today. Really? Whatever gave you that idea? What connection did I possibly have to an individual such as he? It's pretty straightforward, actually. Well, you go drinking together while they're like, yeah. For comedy purposes. You go drinking together. You're friends, aren't you? Which they are like super not, but now you're being foolish, my boy. Why in the world would I ever drink with the likes of him? Huh? Oops, maybe that wasn't it. Okay, let's go again. So I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just, let's go painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there on the other day. What was it? There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with. Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. And now I will say lovers because comedy purposes and you seem very enthusiastic about it, so let's go with that. You're lovers. It's not something I can claim to understand, but you and Mr. White are lovers, aren't you? What, my boy? You sent that painting to him as a sign of undying love. Oh, yeah. I don't think that's it, Phoenix. My boy, please, you're letting your fancies run away with you. Where do you get these bizarre ideas? I don't understand how you could. That's because I'm not. We're not. Don't be ridiculous. Enough. I'll swallow my pride and tell you all. I knew it. I knew it. They are lovers. No, we are not lovers. Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone and gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. So, DL6 incident, let's roll. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. A medium? Her name was Misty Fay. Fay? Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end I cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. Reason for blackmail. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked and far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, I have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Cool. Let's visit office. Office. Yeah, we go. It's funny looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe if I should have another look. Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I have to water it now. The sky is blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. An old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. So she saw Jaws? Because I saw it when I was like 5. It kind of did a number on me. All these cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? So let's go to TZ. I know. W, White. Lucky guess. The entire W section is missing. Ooh, was it taken? Just check the other ones. Let's see, J through S, nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part here at the end in S, suicide, ew. Here's a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought that he was involved in these suicides. Look, suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Article about politician suicide. The word white is written in a pencil at the top. Cool. I'm gonna say that's probably the thing I was looking for, but I'm just Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Ah, I know, it's sad. It's... ooh. Yep, I think that's it. So, with that, let's go see Mr. White again. Yes, I know. Time to do something really super dumb. We found incriminating evidence and we're just gonna go to the murderer like, hey, have you seen this newspaper clipping about the suicide? Yes, I'm sure everything will go fine. It'll be great. It's fine. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really... hate having to repeat myself. But it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I hear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Cool. I'll just present the thing. Or wait, maybe just miss... I think we're needing to talk about April, May. I've got to put this guy on the spot and quick. What's the matter? You seem distressed. This guy is a pro at pulling the wool over people's eyes. I've got to put him on the spot and quick. Stop that, your hot gaze is giving me goosebumps. There's no point asking someone this crooked a straight question. I need some evidence I can use as ammo. What's wrong? Is something stuck to my face? Well, why yes, that's my eyes and my nose and my mouth. But of course I jest. You need not restrain your mirth, my friend. It is okay to indulge in my cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you. Cool. Now, let's do the very smart move of newspaper clipping. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I'd better make this one count. Well, let's see Phoenix make it count, sure. Mr. Wright, see this. It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how. I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word, White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You also spied on him, but blackmail is the important part. Let's show this massively muscular man, who happens to be wearing basically brass knuckles in ring form, who rules this city. Yes, damn straight. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong, what is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir, I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong. Or, well, you're right as in investigate Mia's killer, which is you. So yes, you're right. You are absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I've done better. I found him. He's sitting right in front of me. Phoenix, I think he's actually standing, but that's details. That's the small stuff one misses in the investigative work, you see. It's fine. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office? We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those... Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers' association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. This akin to walking up to Don Corleone and accusing him of murder. Yeah, pretty much. Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Wright, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Again, Butts was... Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. Yeah, Phoenix is not a good learner, it seems. Later on, yeah. But what? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. September 8th, 3:37 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Mr. Wright. Hi. Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Ha, now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you... I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? Yep, we are on the other side of the glass. How many people... My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... cheer me on in court, because I'm defending myself, and breaking out is probably not an option, so... Boom. Well, you could cheer me for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? No. Moral support. Huh? Yeah, like that. Okay. Alright. Leave it to me. Huh? I'd better go get a uniform if... Oh, God. Uniform and some pom-pom. No, that's not what... Oh, Maya, come on. No. I mean... Wait. What? I'm kidding, it was a joke. And I was talking about, like, moral, like, you know, like, yay, go... I don't know. I didn't mean a cheerleader. No way. No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Yeah, I tried that, and it didn't end well. So maybe don't. Right this now. Just a piece. Oh, okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Yay! We're making progress. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials, almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. Probably largely thanks to a certain Edgeworth who's an ass at this point. I've never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With a true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. To be continued. Yeah, I'm continuing. Let's roll. Yes, save progress. I'll just overwrite, say that one and move on. Yay! Day 3, trial. Let's roll. September 9, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. Wright says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack this testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Yeah, I've gathered that. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? Yes. Edgeworth, have you heard the word? It's interesting. It's in the dictionary and everything, yes. How can we know that? With evidence. The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. That is oftentimes the case, yes. However, your logic is circularly incorrect there. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Boom. Let's do this. We got a case to win, or, well, defend me, case win there, defeat him, like a double win in one case. Let's do this. Boom. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I'll be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone is going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Why not? Roll. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great, he gets his show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Ms. Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho 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 ho. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Witness's account. Here goes. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly perusifying, or that's reading to you, some papers by the window. And then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. That scene is still really... Finally, there was the terrible impaction. Then it was all over. Okay, let's... If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. I mean, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Let's do this. Okay, so... let's see here. About 9, quietly reading, then heard the bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. Spiky-haired man attacking woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. The victim, she ran away, but she gave chase. But Miss May said that she dodged first. I'm gonna see what happens here. Hold it! Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. Comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked, but by you, and ran to the left. No. Well, I mean, none of that is right, but you gave chase and struck her down. But May said right, instead of left. Are you sure? As you know, I'm always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left, and you gave chase. The victim dodged the attack and ran to the right. Ha 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 ha. Oh, and also floor plans are a thing. But I think that should work because they contradict each other. I'm gonna just see if that, if I get some penalties, we'll get through it, it's fine. Objection! Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho 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 ho, it is simple, you have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door, as Fletcher mentioned. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? I believe both are right because Mr. White is the one who did the boom and Miss May is the one who saw the boom and they were in different directions. Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna go for it. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha! I doubt it. Edgeworth, do not doubt my genius. Yes, my spiky-haired genius. Yes. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. Gasp! More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. There, in the K. Hit the K. Boom. Take that! This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Yes, Edgeworth, you moron. You're more intelligent than this, I know for a fact. Order, I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion? Objection! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho 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 ho. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. The trial has not been brought to you by letter K, damn straight. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely, that's what I saw. Next, with the last of the strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. I got a feeling... I need to check the autopsy report again, but I think it was one blow, not two. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? Nope, because it didn't happen, you ass. That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? Well, damn straight I will. You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Cool. Let's do this. To the left. Before I do stuff, just let's see the court record a bit. From a blow. That's one. That's how my understanding of English works. Nope. I hope this is good enough, but I just this is what I have a feeling for here. Hit her twice, but there's a blunt object, a blow. Here it goes. Objection! Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Erp. Now's my chance to hit him with where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony... Objection! The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. Objection! The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there's no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice! Don't let him get away! Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this one now, White. Mr. White? Oh, okay. The two accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. The what thing? Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran to the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Swap. And you're sweating like a really, really sweaty boy. Swap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Here it goes. The two accounts. Okay, so when you heard that thing, just press on that because I want to know what thing you mean. Hold it! You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that. The glass light stand. Right. The one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yes, very, because the line of sight isn't exactly helpful with the glass light thing. So yes, I remembered. Woo! Feels good. I'm paying attention. Ha 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 ha. Because you gotta pay attention with this game. It's really like you gotta keep some really specific details going on in there. Very odd. Yeah, that's odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you stole the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. That's where I will strike. And oftentimes when you manage to add a testimony piece into it, that is very often the thing you need to present something on. Not every time, but almost always. So I'm gonna say the floor plan is the problem here, because he couldn't have seen it. So objection, Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen that glass stand. Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fay Law offices. Fay & Co. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Mr. White, You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Objection! That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. Edgeworth, you're still an ass. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, hmm? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do... Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct, you are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. It's confusing how Mr. Wright and Mr. White are so close together. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. Correct, that is right. I see, very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Good luck is right, okay. Let's see. Beginning of September, I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. I'm gonna press here because, again, like, there is... Obviously he's lying. I just need to find the train of logic probably into the shards that don't look like anything. So, hold it. Why did you notice something as innocuous light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, Maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. I'll press more stuff. Okay. Hold it. Do you have proof? Objection. Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. I had entered the Faye & Co. law offices. Hold it! Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Objection! Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Faye & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. Wright's. Have you not checked the fingerprints? Because it's conveniently to not do that. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Faye & Co. law offices. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. Hold it! Why did you tap Mia's phone? Objection! This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Yeah, I mean, he only wiretapped the phone of the murder victim. It's completely not connected, yes. Edgeworth, please. Edgeworth, please. Just, come on. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Uh-oh, don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that is as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix. Huh? Phoenix, go over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Gah! Phoenix, come on! Hey, Phoenix! Gag? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Ha ha ha! You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that there was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Mia. That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But, we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Yes. I do. Oh, yeah, the one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix, White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Date of purchase. September 4th. September 4th? That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? That it was a week ago? Or something? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Right. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now just, you have to prove it. Right. Receipt updated in the court record. Receipt for a glass light stand. The date of purchase is the day before the murder. Boom. Let's do this. September 9th, 1:16 p.m. District Court, Courtroom number 1. Let's bring this home. Like champs. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let's give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Thanks, Miles? I mean, sure. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I'm just going to present it right here and there, because that's basically, yeah. Receipt. Go for it. Objection! Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Wahaha, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Edgeworth, you're supposed to be more thorough than this. You have a reputation to uphold, man. Your Honor, who would you tell the court? Would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered the Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Yay! We have good results. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Objection! Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Your idea of a burden of proof is weird, man. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry. This isn't going to be another of those updated autopsy reports. Yeah, we all remember that one. That was a day for sure. Oh boy. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object! Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. The
The completion of the trial of Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. After Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. Gah! The witness will stay. Mia! Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Mia's memo, a list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. Which is now not anything else except Mia's memo. Let's roll. Take that. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. Ah! I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Yay! Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Damn. Indeed, yes. Well. This court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Yay! That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations, you're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. There's a choice of words there, but I'm just not gonna grasp on that. It's because this is a really sad case, because, yeah, you know, as long as you live. My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief. Hehe. I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight, say at 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia. Indeed, that is a choice of words. September 9th, 9:02 p.m., Faye & Co. Law Offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? Wahahaha, you should see your face. Mia. What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Looked like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... Huh? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, don't you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices, it's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. Oh, okay, wait up. The end. We did it! Yay! Awesome! Ah, boy. That was a ride. And I managed to pull it all in one sitting. I'm very happy about that. Oh boy, oh. But I'm gonna call it here because I gotta basically go to sleep. It's like 1:23 a.m. for me at this point, and I'm getting a bit tired. But yeah, that was good. That was moving, and man, this is a good game. Very good game. Very good game. But yeah, so I'm indeed on YouTube. I'm Creostix. If you want to like drop a subscribe over there, it would be extremely appreciated. On Twitter, I'm at Creostix, and obviously here, if you're now on Twitch, a follow would be extremely appreciated, and all that good stuff. But I'll see you again in the next game.